This woman used to be very wealthy, but her mother spent money recklessly. Every last cent was gone. With no money left, she could only keep staying in a 5-star hotel, stalling day by day. But the disaster wasn't over yet. When Hyena returned to the hotel, she was told all her credit cards had been frozen. She tried several different cards, but none of them worked. Hyena didn't panic. She realized her mother's business was probably in trouble. After being kicked out of the hotel, she tried to take a taxi home. She searched through her expensive designer bag and found only a few dollars inside. With no other choice, she went to the cheapest roadside motel she could find. The facilities were extremely basic. After looking around, Hyena wanted to leave, but where else could she go? The most important thing now was to help her mother pay off the debt. The next day, she went to a luxury goods warehouse. Looking at her collection of limited edition items, she painfully took out an extremely expensive handbag and brought it to a second-hand luxury store to resell it. The shady shop owner only wanted to offer $10 million. Hyena refused, realizing he'd been exposed. The clerk quickly raised the offer to $100 million. After a lot of effort, Hyena finally found her mother. She thought the problem was just a business failure. She had no idea her mother was already addicted to drugs. Hyena naively believed this would solve everything. But the next day at work, 2 men blocked her path. After confirming her identity, they told her to contact her mother as soon as possible. If the money wasn't paid back, they would come to her company every day to collect the debt. After saying that, they even politely bowed to her. Hyena felt something was seriously wrong. She hurriedly called her mother, but no one answered. Even though her life was a complete mess, work still had to go on. While checking luxury items with her colleagues, she learned that the owner of the items had already passed away. A coworker joked that, even if they took something, no one would ever know. That joke almost tempted Hyena. After work, she deliberately waited for everyone else to leave. She went alone to the luxury storage room and directly stuffed expensive jewelry into a bag. Just as she was about to leave, she ran into her supervisor. Hyena forced herself to stay calm and said the items in her hands were samples for an exhibition. The supervisor didn't suspect a thing. Hyena finally breathed a sigh of relief, but when she opened the jewelry boxes, she discovered each one contained a tracking chip. To take them safely, she needed her supervisor's authorization. At this point, Hyena no longer cared about the consequences. She forged an email and sent it to her supervisor, then rushed to his office. As long as he approved the authorization and deleted the email, no one would ever find out. Unfortunately, the supervisor received a call and needed to return to his office to check some files. Just as Hyena was about to succeed, he walked back in. He was confused about what Hyena was doing there.